Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so my husband's giving me 10 minutes, which really means 20 to 25, okay? Kisses to all of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful evening. We just did a video on our girl. Hold on one second. Okay. So, me and my husband, we are going out of town, and we're going to the casino. And we're going to drop a little bit off at Mama's. She called her Mama. And so, wish me luck, guys. Every time I go, I don't really make any money with the machines. And I just like the little machines. That's it. But send me some of your good luck. I know some of you out there, send me some good luck my way this weekend. Woo! And then get back on here and tell you guys what happened. Kisses. Okay, listen, I wanted to do this one video, and I've already did the intro. The intro is part 1. This is part 2, okay?
A day after a photo posted by the Princess of Wales on Mother's Day blew up the internet, forcing her to admit, or at least the palace to admit, she had supposedly edited it. Sources close to Harry and Meghan say if it had been them who had done the same thing, they would have been annihilated. Photo agencies, you might remember, pulled this image moments after it was released.
So we talked about this in the previous video, that if it had been Meghan and Harry, they would have been annihilated. Now, Meghan approved that information, and there it is. It's out there. It's just really shut up. She wants to be talked about, though. She does. She wants to be annihilated. She wants to be the center of attention. She is jealous of Kate's popularity right now, that everybody's worried about her, everybody's concerned. Where's Kate? Where's she at? And Meghan's so jealous that she won't let it go. No, you didn't check on your sister-in-law. You wouldn't dare do that. You're in competition with her. No, you want the world to know that if it had been you, that it would have been on, and you would have got annihilated. So only kids talk like that. Only children, comparing themselves to other people and other situations. If Meghan had been in that situation, why would you even put yourself in that situation? She is trying to heal, get over this, whatever it is she's going through, and her sister-in-law ain't doing nothing but just adding fire to the flame, because she won't have something to say. If it had been me, they would have just annihilated me. No, they would have annihilated you because they don't like you. They don't like you because you went on the Oprah show and lied and said that they were racist. I just like to remind you, because some people, we forget. We'll start talking about her and people be like, wow, this person is really getting talked about. But this is why. No, let's talk about what happened recently. She comes out, on stage and going to point the finger at us and the media, all around us, and say, bully, 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 and talking about me. No, your reputation is jacked up because of you. You, and only you. No, and she was not being bullied when she was pregnant. No one was bullying her. That's not a fact. It's not a fact with Lilibet either, because all of a sudden, first she said it was Archie. When was bullying even come in at? Where did bullying come in at? Because to my understanding, she was lonely. No one asked me, am I okay? All of a sudden, All of a sudden, she didn't changed it. She was bullied. So since you were being bullied, it was messing with your mental health and you were suicidal. Is that what you were trying to say on the stage? So people can be like, oh my God, we need to do something. We need to help Meghan. No, Meghan changes the story when it suits her. So now it's time to get on the stage and talk about bullying. So I'm going to switch it and talk about how I was bullied with Archie and Lilibet. I remember everybody was excited when we found out that she was pregnant with little Archie. It was so wonderful, but the way she did it at Beatrice or Eugenie's wedding. That's that evil stuff. I would have told her about herself. I would have said, no, you need to stay at home. If you're pregnant and you just have to show your belly and you can't wear nothing to camouflage it at this moment, then you stay at home. Tell your wife to stay at home. They would have printed that in the papers. No, but she likes to talk about what women are doing to her and what they've done to me and what Catherine did to her and what she never had a sister and they did this to me and William did this and Catherine did this and, everybody did something to you. Your daddy did too. Your brother, you didn't even talk to him. What did he do? He did try to save Harry, but Harry wasn't listening. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I'm talking too much. My battery's about to die. Let me get to the point. All right. So now, yes, the picture. Meghan wants to know if she had been annihilated. Yes. Yeah. You would have been talked about. You would have been mistreated. You would have been talked about. I would have talked about you. Yeah. It's going to happen. You're not liked. You have ruined your reputation. People like Catherine. They're more concerned than they are with all that conspiracy, stupid stuff. And you can't listen to that, Catherine. You can't listen to people. You're doing real good by ignoring it. Yes, your people want to see you, but they also understand your privacy. And I get the pressure. No. Someone said, Queen Elizabeth, it would have been different. It would have been. But I feel like they care what people think, and they shouldn't. If you care about what people think about you all the time, you'll get stuck. And I've done that. I have a friend of mine, she's so sweet. And she was telling me, how people can take your power from you by telling you, ooh, you're too big, you're too small. And you need to lose weight, you need to do this, and you need to do that. And you'd be like, wait a minute. Take your power back.
Suspicion it had been doctored. As many as 16 different edits have been highlighted to this picture, and it comes as suspicion over Catherine's whereabouts. The Princess of Wales continues to grip the public, both at home and abroad. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by royal commentator Kinsey Schofield, who's having a blockbuster moment, I'm sure, talking about this. The whole world's eyes are on this one, Kinsey. Just to start with...
That is true. All eyes are on Catherine over here, for real. And it wasn't because of the photo. It was because of the other photo, the car one, when she was in the car. They were showing that in America. Okay? Then this one, they were showing this one. I don't really know what they're saying in America about. Let's see what Kinsley's saying that they're saying. But I told you where I took
So
mine.
what do you make of the comments that if this had been Harry and Meghan, they would not have been given the grace and forgiveness that others have shown to the Waleses?
Well, I mean, I think what we've seen over the last...
Okay. Sorry, she said something. That we wouldn't give them the grace or the forgiveness. You know what? I've got some videos from back in the day where I said, I wonder, is this going to be the moment where I change my station around, where I'm saying something not negative about Meghan, but she's turning her life around and I'm saying something positive? That hasn't happened yet. And I haven't been able to say anything positive every time at the end of my channel, because that's what I said I was going to start doing, is saying one nice thing or something decent. I can't. No. I don't. She said that Meghan and Harry feel like they would not have been forgiven. What's wrong, Pootie? Hold on. Okay, so I don't know if I paused it or not. The dog is barking. I needed to pause it. Anyway, I'm back. I don't know where I left off, but I thought. Okay, so the commentator says, you know, if it was me and Harry, we wouldn't have been forgiven. They would have just destroyed us. And my thought is, yes, they would have. Because you never admit to anything that you've done. It's always someone else's fault. You have never had a contribute to any of the things that you've done to destroy lives and taken accountability on anything that she has done. Zero, zilch. And she's wondering why it's different. It's different because Catherine came out and apologized. She did. She didn't have to, but she did. She says, I apologize. I did the editing. I post a picture, you know, it, whatever. Meghan wouldn't have put that out there. Meghan would have lied, came up with a story, said that she didn't do it. One of the people did it. Meghan would have lied her way out of there. Two separate, different people, two separate situations. You can't compare one to the other. And Meghan needs to stop comparing herself to Catherine. And that's because that's where that stupid stuff come in at. Because you can't compare yourself to somebody that is excellent / you're a loser. You cannot stand side by side with that kind of woman of integrity. And then Meghan wants to have a seat at the table. She loves talking about she gets a seat at the table. You ain't sitting at the table no more. You don't get to sit around and talk to the dignitaries and the important people and all of that and be, given all of this. You destroyed that. And you're trying to get it. Yep, you're trying to re-get it by, let's go to let's go to the UK and see if I can get a PR team to help me build back up my reputation here. Like it's just that easy. That, to me, that is a little insulting. It's insulting to think that she can just flip a switch or someone gives her some advice to get it together. But for you not to even know how to start to begin to fix your reputation is enough to say that you're going to fail at it. Because you're not listening to anyone anyway. And these comments, your spokespeople that speak for you, it's disgusting. You're comparing yourself to Catherine. Catherine has been ill. And now you want to talk about how this affects you. You putting yourself somewhere that you shouldn't have inserted yourself at. But you always did that when you was over there. You thought that you were better than Catherine. You thought you should have had what she had. You thought that you was going to be the queen. Still do. She still do. Look at the way she talks. Look at her responses. Look how she got on TV and was bold enough to get on there and start lying, telling us that she's been bullied. What haven't she had? First, they committed racism on her. Then she was suicidal. Now she's got bullies. What's next? What else? What other victimness do she got? Oh, is this another one? Oh, they would have annihilated me. No, you're just mad because they're not talking about you and you're not the subject. And then when you do become the subject, it's this fakeness. Oh, philanthropist, I'm this woman of excellence, and we smell it. We smell failure, we smell defeat, we smell loserville, we smell con artists, we smell like, okay, this woman ain't on the up and up. Instead of saying, I hope I don't know what went on with this. This is how you respond, you idiot. You Mimi girl. I'm going to do the Mimi song right after this. This is how you respond if you have someone speaking on your behalf. If you want to try to get your life straight with the UK people, because as long as you diss their monarchy, you're never getting in. That's common sense. But what she could have said was, I am wishing my sister-in-law a speedy recovery. And I would have said, I'm not sure what happened with the photo. According to her, she tweaked it, and that's what came out, and that's what I believed happened. No. That would have been something. That would have been a shocker. That would have been like, who said that? Meghan ain't said that. That's not even who she is. She doesn't even come across like that. When you're sitting on a panel with her in front of a whole bunch of women, she takes over the conversation and eats it up and talks about her stuff, her resume, who she is, how wonderful she is, and how people have been mistreating her and why we should feel sorry for her. She wants us to feel sorry for her so we can be her friend. Because some of those friends that she have in Hollywood are her friends because they feel sorry for her. That's that stupid stuff. She doesn't have any friends. She ain't hanging out with Oprah. She didn't go to the Oscars the other day. She ain't hanging out with the who's who's. She's hanging out with the used to do's. The used to do's. Oh, God. Okay. I think I did do the Mimi song. It's the Mimi show. It's the Mimi show. It's the Mimi show. It's the Mimi show. Yeah. Let me say this. I am gaining a lot of weight. I'm really overweight. And I can tell my husband's a little nervous because he said he'll help me go on a diet together. Usually I just get it together. But lately I've just been eating. Like I'll eat and then I'm like, want to eat again. Okay. Sorry about that. It's hot in here.
Last 4 years is that Harry and Meghan put a lot of effort into the Hollywood gloss, into highly produced content. And the way that the Princess of Wales constructed this photo to me is no different than the way that Harry and Meghan have, reconstructed their lives through Netflix and tried to manipulate the way that we tell their story through some of their projects that they've done. And Rosanna, I know you've seen some of the magazine covers here in the United States with Prince Harry on them. They go crazy photoshopping his hair, the top of his head. I mean, it's headlines all over the world about how they Photoshop Prince Harry and the way they look here in the States on some of these entertainment magazines. I think that this is an issue because it becomes a historical event when these photo agencies pull a photo and it's a member of the royal family, and that's never been done before. But the fact of the matter is this happens all over the world. This happens in Hollywood every single day. And Meghan and Harry are guilty of photoshopping trees in the back of their image.
I don't know how I would have reacted. I think I would have just left the photo out there. Yes, okay. I did. I tweaked it. It's out there. It is what it is. I put it together. It's still my photo, but then it's like, is it a new photo? Is it a recent photo? You just kind of wonder now. That's the issue. And then you're like, mine was like, oh, I wonder is she okay? You let me know what you think, guys. But here, photoshopping ain't nothing. Who cares? It's like they do that all the time. I wish I could filter my stuff and make my neck look.
And very similar things than this. They just aren't caught doing it because they're better at it.
Well, that is one thing. The other being, of course, that they're kind of ex-royals. They're no longer working in the family, whereas the Wellses are working. And, William is next in line to the throne. He's the heir. Princess Catherine will ideally one day become the Queen as well.
Queen.
She's ill. She's asked for privacy or recovery from surgery. But questions remain. So when you release a clearly doctored photo, you're going to invite some scrutiny, surely.
I agree. I just think that she didn't realize how poorly her Photoshop skills were, unfortunately. I do think that when you have downtime, you increase your screen time.
Honestly, she probably was like, oh, that looks good. Let's move on. She probably saw all of those blemishes and didn't think that people would care. And then now it became like, oh my God, she's probably like, see, that's what I would have been, because I wouldn't have think nothing of it. I have Photoshop.
And she's probably spent more time on her computer and on her cellular telephone and probably thought her skills were much more, she probably thought she was much more talented than she unfortunately is when it comes to Photoshop. I think this was an innocent mistake. I think that she wanted to...
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys went back and looked at another photo that she had that she may have photoshopped in the background, and you're like, oh, I didn't notice that before,
Release the best possible photo because she knows people were eager to see her and her children. It's hard to wrangle 3 babies in one photo and get clear, fun expressions.
Yes.
And I don't think that there was anything malicious about this, or as American media has been asking me repeatedly, sinister.
Sorry to interrupt you. Do you really believe that Kate was sat in her recovery bed editing this photo on her phone or on her computer?
Oh my gosh.
Do you believe the lie?
I do, because this what
Who said she was in the bed? She could have went into the computer room and said, let me do it. I believe she owned up to everything. She said she did it. It was her photo. I commend her for just coming out, wanting to set the record straight, and not lie like Meghan. And if it was Meghan, like she said, she would have been annihilated. You would have been annihilated. That's true. But you would have been complaining and whining. You would have blamed it on someone else. That's what she does. She blamed why she came over here by herself, why they had to leave the royal fold, everything. Not her fault.
I mean, I take away at least 3 chins before every Instagram upload. I mean, it's like a priority for me that I make sure that everything is perfect. And she might be insecure after being away for a few months and knowing, I mean, was this a disaster? Absolutely. I don't think this was choreographed well. But I also think that why would you put yourself out there? Why would you take responsibility for this and humiliate yourself on such a public level when you're in a position to blame the...
And see, that's where I commend her from. You know, not pointing the finger at someone else, but taking responsibility. Because yes, I made the mistake. I'm not perfect. And that's what I love about her. She can own up to her stuff. This other crap about... Meghan would have said the A did it. You see, a source has said something. They ain't saying it, but a source has. The first thing you have to say about your sister-in-law is that they would have mistreated you instead of patting her on her back. In other words, you're jealous of the treatment that your sister-in-law is getting. She's not getting the backlash that you would be getting. So you're jealous of that. To me, as if she would be okay if they did trash her. You cannot tell me that Meghan wasn't okay with them trashing her and the conspiracy theories looking for her and all of this. And don't think it's enough. People have come out and said different things about the photo, what happened, Piers Morgan, And to me, they have really come out and said a whole bunch of different things about it. But Meghan thinks that, if it was her, it would be different. They would annihilate her. Why are you even putting yourself in that situation? That's the only thing you can think about at this particular time. Nobody but yourself. Not the fact that your sister-in-law is recovering. And maybe she did make a mistake on Photoshop. And then Meghan goes in and says how perfect she is. Because I would never make that kind of mistake. I mean, the arrogance of it, the nastiness of it, the cattiness that Meghan creates for no other reason but to try to make someone else look bad, but ends up making her own self look like the idiot because she is the only one talking. In my book, she is the only one having this conversation. She just got off of national TV, pointing the fingers, talking crazy, thinking she's talking some real deep analytical stuff, but sitting there talking about her woos and what happened to her after she married her prince. They protected her. She was covered. She was covered all the way up until she decided she wanted to leave. Harry told her and explained to her, listen, when we leave, we won't have security. And then that's when that suing came along. But I'm going to let you guys go because I did tell my husband 10 minutes. It's 20. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoy all my videos. I do appreciate my new subscribers. I had planned to do a live this week. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to do it or not. We were going to do it on Wednesday, and which is tomorrow. So my daughter's off from school. So it's kind of hard to get her naps together. So I probably have to cancel it this week because I do want to have a party. I'm going to get my Michelob Ultra that I like. And we're going to do a live and we're going to celebrate my 5,000 subscribers. Woo! Oh my God, guys. Can you believe it? I remember us talking about having 3,000 and then someone said 5,000 and I was like, no, I can't even imagine having 5,000. That would just freak me out. But we are at 5,000. I am so blessed. Thank you so very much. And also the super chats. Oh my God, hold on one second. Okay. I want to thank some of you for my super chats. I want to thank Marty for my super chat. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming over from the Duchess of Narcissus. My lovely Raquel, I love you, girl. Kisses to you. Thank you so much for my super chat. Thank you so much. The Office of Nanny's Teacup. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want to thank you guys so much for, okay, and this is Margaret. Thank you, and I hope you guys are okay with me saying your names. Thank you so much, Margaret, for my super chat. Thank you so much. And I know I'm missing one. One of you gave me, I believe it was $25. I was like, oh my God, that is a lot of money. And I'm not seeing it, so I do apologize. Kisses to all of you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week. Again, thank you so very much for my super chat, super stickers, my lovely gifts that you send, and just being a part of the show. Let me know your thoughts and what you think. I think I've been a little bit of rant lately. I think that show she did really hit a button. I am sorry about Samantha's case. Meghan did not win. She's going to continue to pretend that she's some goddess, that she loves the world when she has to love her family. If for me to be convinced that she loves anything other than herself. Kisses. Thank you. I could stay on here all day. I just feel like I'm missing thanking someone. But I want you guys to know that what you do for me, your comments, your likes, your super chats, your shout outs, everything that you do for me, I am so grateful. I know we haven't done a live this week and next week. Let's do it next week. If not, I may do it while I'm out of town because Kara won't be with me and it'll just be me and my husband like I did the other time. And then we can kind of like celebrate our 5,000 subscribers. Kisses. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.